all, thank you. Thank you for having me for the warm introduction. Thank you, Mr. Sandeep Ghosh, Mr. Bhatia, and World HRD. I see a lot of the, very, smartest people in HR in this room. I'm very fortunate to get to know them for the last 20 plus years, and I'm really glad that I'm, included part of their, speaker list. Means I have expertise that are going pretty high at the moment. So it's a great opportunity for us as an organization to work with a lot of the HR folks and help them do transformation. Why innovation in India is very critical. As you have seen, a lot of things everybody talking about, India economy is growing at 7% and beyond. At the same time, a lot of initiatives are going on in India, Make in India, women empowerment, investment in farming. This is a big thing, trying to ensure that everybody is given access to food and as well as skills development. One of the other areas government is working towards, as well as a lot of organizations are working towards it. So companies are becoming too complex. That's my opinion because you remember the days we had the phone books. Now completely changed, right? Companies are complex because competition is there, as well as technology and innovation is going to be the driver. You got to be fast. If not, you lose to competition. You will be out of business. So same thing with a lot of data, right? A lot of the data is very critical these days for any organizations to be successful, whether to analyze or to even to hire an employee, which is going to be better leader for you. You also look at a lot of the data out there. So this is the information we see. If you look at it, we have more than 1.7 people in social media. 15 billion people use web-based applications. Data volume doubles every 18 months. And in India, we see 4 to 5 generations working together. If some of the organizations, I can speak for Deloitte, maybe they're shutting down the servers at 6 p.m. They can go home. Whereas if you look at our organization, with the 24/7 support required, people don't shut down any time of the year. So this is what future of work is going to be. If you talk about technology, things are changing. This is where we want to be. This is where we want to support our head of HRs. This is how HR want to support the organization growth. That's the intent. Everybody's talking about big data, analytics, big data, and they're talking about Internet of Things. Everything is interrelated. I know Mr. Dubey is here. I know his organization does a lot of research and work in this area and trying to make customers like us buying a Mahindra vehicle to make sure they have the seamless experience. So HR has a seat at the table. I remember more than 8 years ago, I was here, including everybody's talked about HR is not respected. They're respected in such a way that support the business, not to the level of making decisions. But today, it's not the case. All the head of HRs here, they know that their decisions are very important for the companies, organizations they work for, as well as they've been called in to advise in other companies. I have not seen good old days 10, 15 years ago, a head of HR, part of board member for other organization. These days, they're asking for a lot of head of HRs to be part of their board members to support their growth and vision. This is what we're saying. Companies are innovating. They're obviously working on the talent. A lot of demographics as well as compliance is making the companies real aligned and keeping on the toes. Most importantly, big data, Internet of Things, and one of the areas HR is doing better than anybody else is trying to ensure they're bringing this business process aligned with the business, which actually is changing the way companies are going to operate, and they don't call HR as HR, they're calling HR as part of their core business. So one of the things we're doing internally, SAP as an organization, as we see that we also need to change ours internally to ensure that we're successful as an organization, we're closer to partner with our business. We focus on activities core for the business and success. We do a lot of transformation. Transformation never ends in day. we do transformation. Every 2-3 years, we start doing different initiatives to ensure that we're competitively, better than our competition, as well as we are innovating as a company. 3 things we do internally, which are key for us: learning, leadership, and business transformation. As I said, leadership is a challenge. Having said that, learning is becoming a bigger challenge these days with the technology shift as well as the market shift. These are the imperatives we have internally. One is grow, simplify, and lead. Having said that, our huge investment is trying to be a learning organization. It's an ongoing process to ensure that we're going to better organization towards shifts we're seeing in the marketplace. Talent development, in fact, we call it as talent. Everybody's a talent in the company. Some of the challenges we have is everybody one way or other contributes to the company. We have to ensure everybody is treated as well as they have a career in the company. Leadership principles. Having said, when we looked at it, we looked at our own solution success factors internally, we deployed it. When we deployed it, obviously we measure the success of what we have done internally from HR transformation perspective. Some of the results I'm willing to share here is 80% of the people say proud to work for SAP internally. 93% retention rate. It's very good for an organization like us, especially shifting from an on-premise company to a cloud company. One of the areas we need to improve is employee engagement. We're at 79%. The expectations is going to be 82% this year. And at the same time, as we said, we will continue to do the transformation internally while we enable our technology both internally as well as successfully supporting our customers. This is what our transformation journey is. And having said that, thank you so much for your time. One, we're able to share our technology innovation. Second, we're able to say what we're doing internally as well as a case study.